And this is it. Welcome to the Aliano Show, and behind me we have the Ford Mustang GTD. It's great seeing this vehicle again. I've seen it quite a lot, actually. I was there for the official reveal over a year ago in Monterey, where Ford CEO Jim Farley was revealing it at the that one Pebble Beach Hotel. I forgot what it was called, but it's a really fancy one. All the hypercars park outside. Flash forward, I got to see it for its debut GT3 race, at least the GT3 version of this car, all over the country. It's been. So it's really cool to see it go full circle back to California, and production should be starting very soon with this vehicle. So finally getting to see it again in person after the recent Cars and Coffee drive that it went to, I think it was last weekend. I am getting more and more excited every single day because, as you guys know, I got the allocation for this vehicle, and the next step is speccing it. So I just want to quickly make this video to ask you guys, what do you think about the spec? Because there's so many things you can do when you're buying a Mustang GTD. This one has a special color that is an extended color palette option, so it does cost, I would guess, significantly more money. Also, this does have the carbon series upgrades with the carbon fiber side skirts, the front splitter, the rear diffuser, as you can see out back. I'm just really curious because, as you know, when you're buying one of these vehicles, this is an expensive car. This is an over $300,000 car. Where should the margins lie of how far you should go with the options? Do you think it's worth it to get all the exposed carbon fiber, like on the rear bumper clip down below, the diffuser, also where the rear trunk is, where those intakes are for the transaxle dual clutch out back? The carbon fiber striping is really cool because it goes all the way from the back of the car over the top, and you maintain that center pinstripe, or the center color of the car, to the front. So altogether, I mean, it's a lot of carbon fiber, but here are my questions I want to throw at you guys in this video, and the reason why I'm making it. You're paying for the exposed look. How far should you go if you want to get exposed carbon? Because standard, all these components right here, like the rear bumper or that rear trunk, is going to be carbon fiber as is. So you're paying extra for the finish. So that really gets my brain thinking, well, what do you think is the best way to go? I'm not really concerned about resale value because I don't plan on selling. I think this is going to be a car that I want to keep for sure long term, because I started out with the whole channel, the brand Speed Phenom, started out with Ford Mustangs. Now we're going full circle. Everything's going completely full circle. Not only are we getting back into a Ford Mustang, but the craziest, fastest Ford Mustang ever. I can't wait to put on the racetrack to see what kind of lap times we can put down with it. And I think that's going to be the main superpower of this vehicle versus the other Ford Mustangs we've had, even like the GT500 Super Snake for the 2014 model year. It was an insane car. You know, it had the manual transmission, 1,000 horsepower. I really do miss that car. If you guys are OGs here in the channel, you know how crazy it was. But this is all about traction, and compared to even like that Corvette ZR1 or other track-focused cars coming out, they don't have a front contact patch like this. This has got 325s right there. Can you imagine that? What car has 325s up front for a front contact patch? I mean, are you going to be getting any understeer with it? I don't know. It's got not only wide tires up front, but out back, you've got those 345s. So it's an incredibly wide tire compound, front and back. The Michelin Pilot Cup 2Rs are the stickiest tires you can really buy. Then when you throw in a 50-50 weight distribution, having that transaxle dual clutch from Tremec out back, and that 5.2 liter supercharged V8 making 15 horsepower up front, you're looking at a pretty incredibly balanced car. I'm curious though, because with that polar movement of inertia, you're having the weight shifted equally from front to back. Would that be better or worse than having that central polar, movement of inertia where the weight's in the middle, like from a mid-engine car? I can't wait to find out. I think it should be a really fun track car, and I'm completely geeking out about it. But to get the allocation, I remember making the video, the application video, and that was some high pressure stuff because you have to prove it, and you go through multiple different levels of this application to get the car. So luckily though, everything did pan out with that. But back to the questions again. What do you think? Should we go after the full carbon series with the striping? Hopefully they announce pricing publicly for that, because with the pricing out, it'll be an easier, I would say, breakdown to really choose which way to go. If you don't get the carbon series, you will not be getting that center carbon stripe from front to the back, and like that front splitter will not be exposed carbon, nor will those side skirts. but I think it'll match even better with those dive planes maybe, because that's like a black finish. Same goes for those exit vents, those louvers right there. It's just all black to match like those mirrors. So maybe that's interesting. Why didn't they make the side mirrors carbon fiber for this vehicle? That would have totally worked, wouldn't it? Anyways, if you didn't want to spend all the extra money, I do think a standard GTD would look really good with all that just black. Though the carbon fiber does look really fancy, and for a car that's going to be $300,000+, is it required? I got to get your feedback on that. Finally, if they offer painted stripes, would that be cool? I mean, if we go after a red build, throw on some white stripes, that would be pretty incredible. I do miss my white and blue Shelby GT350R, and we did actually get painted stripes on the Speed Phenom GT500 carbon fiber track pack. Remember that car? That car was a ton of fun. It was a Ford Performance Blue with white painted stripes, and those stripes were $10,000. Can you believe that? $10,000 stripes, but we did it, and I think I was pretty happy with them when we got it because the finish was so good. It was seamless, and that's why you go after it, because the quality finish is really cool and really elevated the entire car. Painted stripes on this. Have we seen a GTD with stripes on it yet? I don't think we have. Painted stripes, so imagine white and blue, like my GT350. Oh, that'd be cool. Or red and white, orange and black, like the McLaren 750S we have. That'll be sick too. So I want to get your feedback on different colors. To take a step even further, how about colors for the brakes? Because this one has red brakes, as you can see here. I mean, are they going to let us choose any color we want for the brakes? I don't know. Here's why I'm getting this car. A lot of people tell me, Austin, why are you buying the GTD if it's so expensive? I like it because of a variety of reasons, but I'm going to name the two most important things. First off, it's based off Mustang, and I come from Mustangs, and I've always wanted to get another one since I sold mine. Secondly, it's a no-compromise car. Meaning, I love going to the track, and this vehicle doesn't have any compromise. You don't have a trunk. You don't have a frunk. You don't have any of those extra storage spaces that you could put your golf clubs in. This is designed, ready to go for the track. DRS, tons of cooling systems, the widest tires ever, wide body fenders with exit vents to relieve all that fast-moving air. I mean, it's got all the elements. A lowering ride height for track mode. It's going to lower even more, almost like flush with those tires for the racetrack to minimize that body roll for the best transitions possible, corner to corner. That, my friends, is why I'm pumped and I want to get it, because it feels like an uncompromised motorsports car. Best part of all, it's a Mustang. So when you go to the track, you can be fighting against very expensive cars. It's expensive too. You can't use that excuse anymore. Yeah, it's the underdog, but it's an expensive underdog. So I don't know. You're on an equal playing field here, but you're in a Mustang. So I can't wait to make the content with this vehicle right here. If you're getting this vehicle too, how are you building it out? What's your plan? Do you want to go crazy with the spec? I'm not sure what's the best way to go, and how do you think even resale values will be in the future? Personally, like I was saying, I want to keep this car like Jay Leno garage style. You know, he's had some incredible cars from the years, like his McLaren F1, and so I think it's cool what he's doing, and I would love to be able to do something like that for my future too, because we've always bought cars and sold cars from the channel, and with everything going on, I think it'll be great to start planning for a long-term Speed Phenom car. This could be one of them, and I have high hopes for the future of it, because if times do change the way they are going, you know, you have like the 05 Ford GT 20 years ago, there's nothing like that car, right? V8 mid-engine Ford. There was another one. Could there be another one like this? Could this be like the 05 Ford GT? How radical it was? Maybe. And for that reason, I think it's pretty special. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. We're going to be wrapping it at the shop, so I got to do a quick plug for the PPS shop, Speed Phenom Film. So if you guys are getting a GTD too, we're going to be a GTD approved PPF shop, because we're going to do it on my car first. If you're interested, you'll find our information in the description down below for any paint protection film for your car, your Mustang, or any other vehicle you have. Thanks for watching again. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe for much more great content coming out your way. While you do that, hit the notification bell. It's you have all the new videos coming out. I'll see you in the next one.